Working back on this thing I rigged up, and how I done it is I guess I can take this apart and show y'all. I took this right here and I pulled the guts out of the inside. I pulled the guts out of the inside of this light right here, which looked like, but anyway, what it originally looked like was this right here, and I tore this out. And then when I tore that out, I gutted it, and then I pulled the wires up. Well, then I hooked the wires to just regular speaker wires that I had, and once I hooked those up, I ran those all the way through. So what I did is I bought this little thing on Amazon that has the little things on the back right there, and so when I hook this up to that wire, the wires completely out. I gutted the wires completely and put my own wire through there because I knew I wasn't going to use this right here. So I actually cut that end off right there because I knew I wasn't going to use that power for that. So because I couldn't get the power for that to work for this right here. And that's the reason why I did it this way. I just made my own little line. I mean, if you can come up with some way to make this power work with this, I couldn't do it no matter what I did. Like it didn't give it enough power or something. I don't know. But I made this work. Hooks directly to the battery. And then I bought this little bike thing right here off of Amazon. I got the one that had the metal thing right here because I knew I could tighten it up really tight. And so that's the reason I went with that. And I pretty much added this little thing to it. It didn't come with that. I added it to this little thing here, and then I got it in the angle I wanted and tightened the hell out of it. Alright, so back to what I was doing. I took the light and I got about the width that I wanted, and I cut it off and made a hole, pushed this in there, and then the inside there I got the little screw on this side that comes with it, and screwed it until it got tight so that the plastic right here water seals it. And so that's basically what I did there. And then I just pushed this stuff in there, turned it until that touched, and so now I got that on top for instant power, and this goes straight to my battery because it's right there by my battery. So I got this right here, and my battery's gonna be right here. So that's the reason I come up with that. But anyway, when I was riding on the water, I got nervous. So what I did, I decided I was gonna put this noodle on there. And I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do what I think I want to do here, like push this all the way through. So I'm probably gonna have to get a wire and clamp these and pull them through. So alright, so I decided to take the string and go and push it through to the other side. Get a good view of that. Yeah, got my string out. So now what I want to do here, I want to take these clamps, clamp to this string. And some stupid stuff I'll come up with. Probably ain't gonna work, but we're gonna try it. And hopefully, looks like it's coming on through itself. So I'll pull that on through like so. And bam, that worked. Can't believe something worked. Usually nothing works right for me until I play with it forever. Alright, so I'm gonna put this in here. We're gonna slide, put it in there. We're gonna slide this bad boy. There we go. Now let's just hope we didn't tear up a wire in the process. Yes. That's what my plan is. Do that. And then I got the little, I might cut some of it off. I think I got a little too much going on here, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut a little bit of this off. I'm not going all the way in there because I don't want to cut my wire. So we can go right there. I don't know if y'all seen that little nut right there, but we're going to want it to go inside this hole right here. And then what this does, when you come around like this right here, it locks it. So that goes not coming out. And so this right here, when I'm running it, I'm going to take it through this right here. I'm hooking it up to my battery. I have this here for another different reason, but that was my thing to give it some security. And then I'll plug it up to my battery in here. Of course, my battery, I believe, my positive is on this side and that side. So I got these little clamps on there. So I'm not using it all the time, so I can just take it on and off. But yeah, basically, I'm kind of giving y'all a rough idea how it works because I don't really have the right stuff out here for it. But what's going to end up happening is this right here goes on here. My little quick connect. So we have the disconnect right there where I can just take it on and off, and I'll have that on there permanently. And then I bought this little thing right here. It's the little connector that goes on the side of the Ace Pro. So it's got a special little wire. This is, you can't use any wire with this because this is supposed to be water resistant, and that goes in there. And so it will be connected to, of course I have some of this out like this, and so I'll be connecting my little, of course right now I can't see it, so we're going to unlock it. I'll be connected to this right here, and so this will be connecting to my Ace Pro right here, which I'm also going to have this little floaty on there. Of course it'll be facing that way. And then I'll have this. I had to actually cut some of my float out on the outside so this would go in there. So what I did, and all this is the Insta360 stuff. It's no knockoff. And so what you do, you put that in there and that goes in there. And then it's hanging up there like so. And so we'll go ahead and put this back on here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Lock it so it won't bounce out. See, it's not coming out. And it don't bounce, I mean it bounces, but it don't bounce really hard. And so now we got that plugged in. And so you're going to have your Ace Pro right here. You're going to have this hooked in right here to your Ace Pro. And I know that it looks odd, but I'm pretty sure I had this where, there we go. It's more like that right there. And this is hooked in here, and that's in there. And so it's facing up there and it's filming me the whole time. So I got this, if this falls off for some miraculous reason, it's locked, but if it falls off for some reason, I also have this, I have this to float this, and I have this to float the camera if the camera happens to fall off. So, yeah, that's my safety. And that's what I'm going with.